What's happening guys, it's Wacky101 here and welcome to my last review video, or preview video in fact, of the Formula 1 World Championship 2014. It is of course the race we have all been waiting for, the 2014 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix at the Yas Marina circuit. Now first of all I just want to say apologies for not uploading the Brazil race. In fact I was planning to, but when my hard drive in which I stored all my YouTube stuff corrupted, external hard drive, but luckily they have it back up on my PC, so I'm using that instead. And apparently the hard drive isn't working anymore, so I have to use the PC in the time being. Might use cloud storage or something like that, I don't know. And also I wasn't really feeling well as well. I mean, you can probably hear that. I'm still a bit blah, blah, blah. So whatever that is. So yeah, I'm trying to upload a bit more often. And yeah, so of course the championship decided between the both Mercedes drivers. It says Lewis Hamilton versus Nico Rosberg. Lewis Hamilton going into this race with a 17-point lead into the controversial double points, which does give Nico Rosberg a bit more of a chance to win the championship. Just going over the screen now. So Nico Rosberg's first. Hamilton just needs to finish second. If Rosberg wins the race to become champion, or Hamilton to become champion, it's going to be extremely close. I mean, pretty much Hamilton just needs to stay in the top 10. I mean, if Rosberg goes first, then obviously Hamilton is second. Needs to be second to win. If Rosberg's second, Hamilton needs to be fifth. If Rosberg's third, then you have to be sixth. Hamilton has to be sixth. If Rosberg's fourth, then Hamilton needs to be eighth. And if Rosberg's fifth, then Hamilton needs to finish ninth. And if Rosberg finishes sixth, then wherever Lewis Hamilton finishes, he will become world champion. I mean, Hamilton will become world champion. So it does seem mathematically that Lewis Hamilton does have it in the bag. I mean, obviously the big worry that a lot of people, particularly Lewis Hamilton fanboys, which I am not one of them as I always say, is reliability. I mean, we have seen Hamilton suffer from quite severe reliability, especially in the first half of the season, not so much the second half. I mean, well, possibly you could say Rosberg who suffered a lot, especially in Singapore, which pretty much gave Hamilton the chance to jump back into the 17-point lead. And it's going to be extremely interesting to see what happens between these two drivers fighting. I mean, look, this is Rosberg's first time that he's competing for a championship, and this is pretty much, I mean, I pretty much noticed that Hamilton has always battled for the championship throughout his whole career. Obviously the first 2 years in 2007, 2008, not really 2009, what Braun completely dominated that year. 2010, not 2011, and 2012. I mean, 2012 was his last year in which he was actually competing for the championship. Obviously this year he's even close. I mean, this could possibly be a repeat. I mean, it's not as close as 2008, but this could be a repeat of 2008. And as this year is definitely up there as one of my favourite seasons, one of the best seasons I've ever watched in pretty much my life in Formula 1. And Lewis Hamilton will be the first double world champion since my fellow Scot Sir Jackie Stewart. A triple world champion, Sir Jackie Stewart. The last time a British person won the world championship multiple times was in 1973 by Sir Jackie Stewart. He is a 3-time world champion, but that was the last time that a driver won British champion. A British driver won the championship multiple times. And if Lewis Hamilton wins the championship this weekend, then he will match Graham Hill, Jim Clark and Sir Jackie Stewart as multiple British world champions. And obviously if he goes one better than that, then he will match the only 3-time world champion in Britain, Sir Jackie Stewart. So it will be amazing to see Hamilton do it, and I think he does have it in the bag. And as I do say always, psychologically, mentally, he does have the edge over Rosberg, but this is Rosberg's first season competing for the championship. Hamilton's pretty much had the experience of competing for the championship before. Hamilton doesn't need to pray. I mean, Total Wolff even said to Sky Sports that he's quite worried about reliability. I mean, of course, this is the last race. All the engine parts are pretty much old. any one of them could fail at any moment of the race, and is it going to be a big gamble to go for a whole new power unit, just like what is it Vettel did back in America? I don't even remember where he finished that race. But anyway, Caterham will be racing. It is amazing to see that Caterham has managed, thanks to their crowdfunding campaign in which they asked their fans to donate. They have in fact arrived in the paddock today in Abu Dhabi, and I mean, it's remarkable. I mean, they were only 80% away from their target, which I think was £2.34 million off the top of my head. That's what they were aiming for, but they only achieved 80% of that. So obviously it must be enough for them to become for racing tonight, racing this weekend, which will mean that they will overtake Marussia and will gain some serious prize money as a result of that. Kobayashi will be their driver. Kamui Kobayashi, his championship is uncertain for next season, but Caterham racing this weekend does sort of bring a bit of hope to him, but nothing's been confirmed. Kobayashi is at the time I'm recording this video, Kobayashi is the only driver that Caterham will be racing with this weekend. Possibly would be the only one if you think about it financially. I mean, they would save quite a lot of money just running one driver. Obviously they won't be competing a lot anyway, but Kamui Kobayashi is a good driver. Marcus Ericsson said that he won't be racing with the Caterham. Well, obviously that he's got a contract with Sauber now for next season, and he's already terminated his Caterham contract, so that won't be happening. So that is the end of this preview. Obviously Lewis Hamilton to win it for me, and as you can see in the picture, that it is Rosberg who won the race with Hamilton second, and that is enough for Hamilton. I mean, 17-point gap. The double points do sort of give Rosberg a bit of a chance, but I don't see it happening. But you never know. This is F1 2014. This is Formula 1. Anything can happen. So that's the end of this video, guys. Like and subscribe. This has been GT5K 101, and I shall see you later.